Alright TM Nation, this is the Soundcore Motion 300 Bluetooth speaker that I've had my eyes on pretty much since it came out because it is small and compact, but it is also super loud for its size. It's IPX7 waterproof and provides high-res audio, which is not a typical feature that you get with Bluetooth speakers that are this small. And this is the Motion X600. It's more powerful, bigger brother that is still portable, IPX7 waterproof, and high-res audio capable, but this one adds a built-in spatial audio feature that provides a much more immersive listening experience, which I'll talk about more a little bit later. Now, both of these speakers are going to be on sale for Prime Day, so I wanted to go ahead and do a video for you all that will see them marked down and try to decide if you should get the big brother, get the little brother, or safer, get it and pick up both like I did. The build quality is solid with both speakers and they do feel premium in the hand. With the 300 especially, since I carry it around a lot more than the 600, I've dropped this thing quite a few times already and I haven't had any concerns as it does have rubberized material around it and it feels sturdy all around. And even though there are some plastic bits around it, this thing is a little heavier than it probably looks, coming in at 1.76 pounds, and for the 600, that one comes in at 4.36 pounds, so it is significantly heavier, but as you can see, it's much larger too. Another feature that I think is important to mention right off the bat is the fact that both of these speakers do have a built-in microphone, so you can take and make voice calls directly from them. This feature is helpful if you're in the shower listening to music and you happen to get a phone call, because remember, both of these speakers are IPX7 waterproof, but one thing that you get with the 300 is this little clip-on lanyard, so you can easily clip this around your shower head and listen to music and take a call while you're in the shower. But for the call quality, I did go ahead and take samples with both speakers just so that you guys can judge the quality for yourselves. Let's take a listen. Alright guys, so right now I have the speaker paired to my iPhone 15 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming from the microphone on them. Now right now the room is relatively quiet, but I do want to spin the speaker around just to see if that impacts the way that it picks up my voice. So we'll give that a test, and next I will turn on the background noise to see how it performs in a louder environment. And now I have the simulated background noise playing in the background, and I'll go ahead and turn the speaker around again just to test that out. But this part of the test should give you guys a pretty good idea of how well this speaker can focus on my speech while rejecting some of the ambient noise. And now I have the 300 paired to my iPhone 15 Pro, and just like I did with the first speaker, I'm going to go ahead and spin this one around just to see if that has an impact on how this one picks up my speech. But additionally, since this one can lay flat, I'll turn it around that way as well, just again to see if that has an impact on the clarity. But right now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the background noise test. Give me a second. And now I have the simulated background noise playing in the background, and I forgot to do it earlier, but I will do it now. I'm going to go ahead and be quiet for just a moment so that you guys can judge how loud that noise is. And I'll go ahead and start talking again. So again, this part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphone on this speaker can go ahead and focus on my speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around me. So you guys let me know which speaker you think sounds the best and which one you think rejects the ambient noise the best. Let me know what you think in the comment section. The battery life is also respectable with both, as you can get up to 13 hours of use on a charge with the 300, and with the X600 you'll get about an hour less, coming in at 12. Power-wise, the 300 is packing 30 watts, while the 600 is packing 50, and although 20 watts may not seem like a huge difference, it is definitely noticeable just in raw output, which I'll demonstrate for you guys in just a moment. I also want to mention that both of these speakers are using Bluetooth 5.3 for a stable connection, and I haven't experienced any noticeable latency watching YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies through any of those apps on my iOS or Android devices. In addition to that, if you go ahead and buy 2 of the 300s or 2 of the 600s, you can go ahead and pair 2 of them together wirelessly, which is always a nice option to have. And as I mentioned earlier, both have the ability to deliver high-res audio when they are paired to a compatible device because they both do support the LDAC codec. If you're new here, I'm Tech Mo, and these little guys right here, these are the newly released Beats Solo Buds, and I own just about every pair of Beats earbuds that have ever released. So naturally, when I saw that these were coming out, I had to pick a pair up and add them to the collection. And I have to say, guys, there are a lot of things about these earbuds that I like and some things not so much. And how y'all doing? If you're new here, I'm Tech Mo, and these little guys right here, these are the newly released Beats Solo Buds, and I own just about every pair of Beats earbuds that have ever released. So naturally, when I saw that these were coming out, I had to pick a pair up and add them to the collection. And I have to say, guys, there are a lot of things about these earbuds that I like and some things not so much. I do want you to keep in mind though that if you use these in LDAC mode, that is going to have a significant impact on your battery life, decreasing your overall usage with each speaker by 3 to 4 hours, depending on how loud you use the speaker. Both are compatible with the Soundcore app, and it allows you to see the charge left on the speaker, complete firmware updates when applicable, access the user manual on the go, adjust the speaker's volume, access pre-built EQs or create your own, and with the 300, you can go ahead and choose your listening mode, as this speaker can be used upright, laying flat, or hanging up. In addition to that, the 300 also uses Smart Tune technology to adapt the sound to the direction and orientation of how you have the speaker placed to provide you with the most immersive experience possible. Now the 600 on the other hand is a standard speaker, so it doesn't have all of the options in terms of laying down, flat, or hanging, but again it does have the spatial audio feature built in that is processed within the speaker. This being the case, you don't have to be streaming audio from a source that is spatial audio capable like you get with most other speakers, but I did take samples for you guys just so that you guys can judge the quality for yourselves. Let's check them out. Now, I don't know how well you guys were able to pick up the sound signature and just how loud this little thing gets, but I have to say that it's much cleaner and much louder, like I said, than I was expecting for the size. The highs with this thing are crisp, the mids come through well too, and when you toggle on the bass up feature, there is a thump that you will feel. Now it's not going to be as deep and punchy as what you get with the 600, but this thing is still respectable. The 600 provides a much more refined sound overall, and with the 300, it can start to get a little muddy and distorted when you push the volume to 100%. I do not have that same issue with the 600. I can push it to pretty much the max volume and get little to no distortion, and the spatial audio feature really is a game changer. In my opinion, when I have the 600 in spatial audio mode, it does a really good job of providing a surround sound feel, even when the speaker is sitting directly in front of me or on the side of me. So between the two, it really comes down to exactly what you're looking for, because each definitely has a market. The 600 is larger and much more capable in terms of the sound quality and loudness, but I see room in my collection for both because, like I said earlier, before I got the 300, I did not have a speaker in my collection that was this small that I felt was powerful enough for me to take with me on the go. In the past, I would usually pick up my JBL Pulse 4, which is over $100 more expensive than the Motion 300. It's also heavier and larger too. But for something that you can literally fit in a pocket if you need to, the 300 is gonna be more than adequate for most people. The sound is good. You have a built-in mic and up to 13 hours of use on a charge. I mean, this is definitely a speaker that you can use to take your lady or your man on a picnic with, and it will get the job done without taking up too much space. But for the best overall listening experience, I would go for the 600 if I could only choose one, because it is a solid all-around speaker that will look good in just about any environment with its premium design. So with Prime Day coming up, I'd say be on the lookout for some huge sales, as there are some packages that offer both a 600 and a 300 for a discounted price. So if you want the best of both worlds, you'll probably be able to pick both of them up at the same time for around 30% off, which is a heck of a deal. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.